Hi, I'm Dr. Ivan Misner, founder and Chief Visionary Officer of BNI. BNI has a history of 35 years of consecutive growth. I don't know of any other organization in the world that can point to that. In those 35 years, there have been many disruptions, recessions, wars. Yes, we've had wars in some BNI countries, major weather events, earthquakes, and tsunamis. Yet BNI has grown year over year for 35 years. 2020 has certainly been a unique year, probably more unique than any year in BNI's history. But I believe we can actually help even more people this year. Today, we have the most comprehensive set of collateral material, educational content, and technology that I ever thought possible. At your fingertips, you have every resource you need to serve more people in your community. In 1985, I opened 20 BNI groups in only 1 year. Now that's a good number, but it's been matched by some other executive directors. But here's the really interesting point about that statistic. I did it with only one sheet of paper. That's it. All I had was one sheet of paper. We had no collateral marketing materials, no visitor information sheets, no brochures, no invitation cards, and forget about a website, email, or social media. None of that even existed yet. I was able to open 20 chapters, and all I had was one sheet of paper. It was a typewritten sheet with the meeting agenda typed up by me on an IBM Selectric typewriter. It was back when I typed Columbus style, seek out and discover. I'd invite people to the meeting and they'd say, do you have any marketing material? And I'd say, no. You got to really come to a meeting and experience the meeting. And they'd say, well, surely you have some material. And I'd say, no, you really got to experience it. They'd say, you have no material at all. Well, I'd say, well, I've got the agenda. And they'd take a look at the agenda and they'd say, well, that doesn't really tell me a whole lot. And I'd say, you're right, it doesn't tell you a lot. You've got to come experience a meeting firsthand. Here's why I'm telling you this story. I had one other thing in addition to that one sheet of paper. I was passionate about spreading the word and helping more and more people succeed in their business. Nothing great in life has ever been accomplished without a little bit of passion. I love the technology, processes, and systems we have today. And the one thing we need in order for chapters to grow is passion. I want you to inspire people. I want you to inspire people to inspire other people. That's really what BNI's mission is all about. Take away all the stuff and you can still grow. Trust me, I know. I had nothing but one sheet of paper and a ton of passion about what BNI could do for people. Today, more than ever. Today, more than 1985. People need BNI. Communities need BNI. Countries need BNI. Take a moment and think about one of the reasons you were first well and truly inspired by BNI. Grab a hold of that. Use that and any other memories you have about what first made you passionate about this organization, and share it with others. Share it widely. Inspire people. They need it right now and you can give it to them. We can end the year up in membership locally and globally. I know we can. I've seen it and I've helped do it. I'm passionate about helping people change their circumstances. Passion. It's the one thing no one can give you but you. With that passion, you can make a difference, and more importantly, you can change lives. I believe in you. You can change lives. Let's make a difference in more people's lives. Let's make this 36 years of consecutive growth in spreading our mission around the world and helping people who are scared and desperate to get through these turbulent times. Forget about the noise all around you. There have always been distractions. There will always be distractions, some bigger than others. Focus on your passion. Focus on helping more people in your community. They need you. Today, more than ever, they need BNI. This is Ivan Misner, founder of BNI. Thanks for watching.